Okay, welcome everyone. This is the pilot episode of our maybe it's going to be a podcast. And we have like a microphone on the chair and we have this camera and we're in Anna's shop.
My shop?
Yes. And yeah, I think we're just going to try and see how it goes.
Yeah, and we don't have a name yet.
No.
We're newly born. We don't have a name.
Yes.
So if you have suggestions for us, what this should be called,
that would be great.
Yes.
We
appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. So please write something down below if you have a suggestion, and then eventually we're gonna find the name.
Yes.
My name is Maria. For those of you that don't know me, and I have a YouTube channel where I share my life in the countryside and also kind of a lot of knowledge about foraging and wild plants in Norway. And this is Anna, my friend.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an artist and I run my own art shop. Sell my own artworks. So I've been doing it for almost 7 years, but it's just the last couple of months I've actually gone solo.
Yeah.
Like, it's just me here.
First time you have your own shop.
Yeah, so it's kind of scary.
It's cool.
Exciting.
And we just realized recently that we've been friends for about 10 years.
Yes, this summer.
Yeah. So
Anniversary.
And we have like a lot of good conversations, and in general we just decided that we should have some of them on a podcast as well.
We talk like very natural. A lot, and it's just like natural. It just like flows.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never like dull.
Yeah. And also, you have kind of a social media following on Instagram.
I used to do YouTube too.
Yeah. You also have a YouTube channel. Nice.
But it's been, 2-3 years since I posted.
Yeah. You should check it out though.
No, please. That's the worst thing when people come to me and say, "Oh, I watch your YouTube channel." And I'm like, "Oh, no, don't you dare." It's so strange because you can change so much in like 2-3 years. Yeah. So when you look back at it, it's just like, that's not me. Who's that person?
I actually understand that. Yeah. I feel the same though, even though I actually work with my YouTube channel. Quite a lot.
But when you see the first video, you just cringe a bit.
Yeah, so much.
I know.
Oh my god. I still have like a lot of things that I can just be like doing dishes in my kitchen.
And
suddenly I remember something that I've done in one video, or something that I've said, or like just a word that I'm saying in a very strange way. And I can just feel like this cringe, like I want to delete this video so bad. And then I realized that I shouldn't delete it.
Nobody else cares.
Yeah, exactly.
It's you. It's just you. Everybody, like most of my artworks that I really don't like are like the crowd's favorite.
Yeah.
And the same with the YouTube videos. Like some of the videos that people really love, I'm just like,
yeah. And I think also for me, it's like, it's kind of been this journey. And if I delete something, it's going to be very confusing, I think.
Yeah.
Because it goes through my life. And I think some of the videos, they just need to stay because, it's part of the story, kind of.
It really is. And it's like you shouldn't delete history.
Yeah. And it's nice to see how bad people were before. Right? When they started YouTube.
You can see your growth like in a very, very apparent way. Like you can see like, oh my gosh, I used to do this. Now I'm like this.
Yeah.
It's a big like comparison. Yeah.
And it's also, I think, motivating for me when I look at other creators and I see what they posted in the beginning, and I can see like, okay,
they've gotten better.
They've gotten better. I've gotten better. It's just, it's nice to see that they also started somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. But I was going to maybe theme this episode a little bit about social media, which is kind of why we're talking about it also. And when I was thinking about it, I felt like it might be a very boring topic in a way, but actually I think it's very important. Because,
I think so too.
And we also both like work with it a little bit, and you used to work a little bit more with it, and that's also kind of why I want to talk about it.
What you're inspiring.
Get me going. No, not necessarily. Actually, I think it's interesting to talk about also like, should people do it, or like, is it necessary? And what are kind of the pros and cons of using social media for like your artwork and all those things. And just to give a little bit of a background, we both don't have like a huge following. No.
Not like crazy.
No, like 16,000, 12,000, something like that. And I think what I was thinking today was that maybe we don't get all the like super benefits of having a big social media account because we're still at this low following.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think we get a lot of the challenges still.
Yes.
You know, so it's like, I still think we could have a few good conversations about that.
I really love talking about social media because it's changed so much.
Yeah.
And now it's a big part of everyone's life. I feel like everyone is on social media, even though like TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, it's just everyone knows about it and uses it daily.
Yeah.
So it's at least the young people.
Yeah.
Like, even though my parents use Facebook and for me now, Facebook is like kind of dead for us.
Yeah, it is.
But there's like social media is everywhere.
It is. And I think it's really being very ingrained in a lot of people's lives. And for a lot of artists, I also think it has become more and more like a common thing that you're supposed to use social media to like create a platform to share your art.
Yeah.
And yeah, there are like some advantages and some negative sides to it.
Absolutely.
I would say.
And love pros and cons.
Yeah. And so I thought also it's a bit of a funny thing because when you started your Instagram with your art, which is a lot of years ago now. How many years? You know?
Oh, at least 10. I feel like.
Yeah. And I think at that time, I was not on Instagram at all. And I didn't really use social media that much. I had like a Facebook page.
Yeah,
that was it. And I was very like, I hate social media. And I still kind of do, but it's still like very contradicting now since I work with it as well. Yeah.
You can have a love-hate relationship.
Definitely.
I think most people do that with their job.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's true.
It can always be just good.
Yeah, and you can see both sides of it in a way. But I remember, I think it was when I was in Bø, living there and going to writing school. I was like going to Instagram just to look at your art. And I didn't have an Instagram account, but you can like research, you can like search your name, right? And then I was like, whoa, you have 12,000 followers. And I remember that I was like, you had probably like been doing this for a long, long time. But you've been actually building that Instagram account for such a long time. And I had no idea. Like no idea at all.
I didn't talk about it.
No, exactly.
It's just like a dirty secret.
Yeah. And the thing with that is that I really recognize that now for myself. I've been doing the exact same thing with like all my friends. I haven't told anyone. Like, or I told you, but it's like, yeah. I've been very quiet with it. So it's just a bit funny that it's like something we do like just in secret. I'm not trying to become anything here. Just like ignore me. And then suddenly you have like a lot of followers and it becomes more like something you can talk about in a way. But yeah, how or like when did you like start your Instagram account and why?
I don't remember when.
Was it before you started the shop?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so, but just weeks before. Because I had like a personal profile. I had like my own.
Yeah.
Like where I just posted pictures of my dog.
Yeah. Like everyone except me were doing. Yeah.
But I think I started it when I got the spot in the shop that I used to share with 2 other girls. And because then I realized like, this is kind of like I'm on a professional path. I'm on my way to become a professional artist in a way. So this should be something I should do because I saw so many other artists starting to like make a business profile. The business profile wasn't available yet, but they started to make it about the job, the career they wanted. So I started it because I thought this seemed like the way. Yeah, and other people were doing it. So I just jumped on the bandwagon, honestly. But
to share your art.
Yeah. I didn't have like big plans to do more about it. But I think because I got business cards, I thought that on the business card, I should have an artist profile on Instagram to show for that people can look at my art and not just, this is me and my dogs.
Yeah. Which is really smart, I think.
Yeah. The business card is a good thing. Get business cards.
Yeah. It's fun. But did it start to like grow kind of fast, kind of from the beginning, or
then? I felt like Instagram was so different back then. because this was probably 8 years ago.
Yeah.
7 or 8 years ago.
I feel the old.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, back then it was
Yeah.
so different because there wasn't a lot of people on Instagram.
Mm.
And there wasn't a lot of business profiles on Instagram.
Yeah, it's true.
So when people wanted to follow artists, there weren't that many people to follow.
Mm.
So you could easily just just follow people. And then suddenly, I grew pretty quickly, not super quickly, but I remember I reached 1,000 before the year was over.
Which is now kind of hard.
Yeah, it's really hard to get 1,000.
Yeah, at least just from posting pictures.
Yeah, because you have to do the reels and you have to do TikTok and you have to do all the other things.
Yeah.
Because TikTok is known for, that's where you gain followers. That's when you get viral in a way.
Yeah.
Instagram doesn't do that anymore.
No.
You don't go viral on Instagram at all. So Instagram is a lot slower.
Yeah.
And that's because of the algorithm and because everything just changed its focus and now it's so ad-based.
Yeah.
And they want to earn money.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to buy ads.
It has changed a lot.
Yeah. And people say, professional artists that has made it on Instagram say that you have to post every single day to actually gain followers. Every single day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is. And then you have to also post stories.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be your job, including being an artist. So just being an artist isn't your job anymore.
Exactly. It's
being an influencer.
Yeah, spending so much time also on doing that. And also, not all artists can produce as many artworks that they can post every day.
But then they say just repost an old one and I'm like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
The integrity of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also a hard thing to combine, integrity
That's the thing.
with this. Yeah. But did you at some point post every day? Because I feel like there was a time when you worked a lot more with Instagram,
There was a time when I used to post every other day.
Yeah.
So every other day for probably years. And I posted something and I created a lot.
Yeah.
I painted every day and then I posted it. The moment it was done, I was just straight onto Instagram.
How was that?
It was a grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a bit stressed because it felt like I had a ball that was rolling and I need to keep it rolling. And if I stopped, it would crush me.
Yeah.
In a way. And I also shared a lot on stories and I was a lot more personal. I shared a lot of personal things back then.
Yeah.
And then it just changed. And the pandemic hit. Because I think that for a while, Instagram was like a high.
Yeah.
Because...
For you?
Yeah. Because it was something I kept growing. And I could see the numbers and I could see the likes and it felt like that it was like a rush. It was it's happening. And then the algorithm changed and the pandemic hit. And then suddenly it didn't get me high anymore. It just kind of was silent there. And I was there for the noise, for the attention in a way.
Yeah.
And then suddenly when it got quiet, it just felt weird.
Yeah. Yeah, because did you feel like the high stopped because also it was difficult to suddenly gain followers and
I think there was
less
pressure
people? Yeah.
to keep that kind of momentum. Really.
Yeah.
And then for a while, I know that a lot of artists talked about this on stories, that suddenly they lost 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 followers in one go. Just suddenly, overnight, they just lost followers.
Yeah.
And the same with me. I used to be on 15 and now I'm on 12. So it was like a very apparent decline. And it's hard to not take that personal.
Yeah.
When you see that number just drop, it's kind of like...
Do you think it was bots or something they were removing things?
It could be bots, but it's also people that stop using Instagram. And it's also... I don't know, but it happened to a lot of people. So I didn't feel alone at least, but it's still hard to not take it personal when it happens.
Exactly. I think why I think this is interesting is also just because I feel like sometimes it's a bit taboo to talk about how it can actually be really hard if something just you've been building this. And as you said, you were doing this for every other day. And it's actually been part of your life for a very long time.
Yeah.
And you've been pushing yourself like really hard, like really working hard to make this happen, you know, to actually grow this Instagram. And you get like kind of addicted to this high, which everyone does. So it's not like, not weak or anything. It's just like how this thing works. Yeah. And then if it then stops, I feel like it's so hard to not feel that like emptiness, you know, and it actually really affects people's mental health, I think.
I think so too.
Which is why I think it's like a little bit sad that we don't talk about it as much, because I think it becomes this taboo thing that you shouldn't care about your following, you know? You shouldn't care if you get likes, you know?
You should be happy that just a few people like it.
Yeah. You're just attention seeking. If you care about likes and you care about followers, it's just because you're very attention seeking and people don't talk about that. But I think it's like, it's not about that. It's just, it's addictive. And when the drug goes away, it's like really hard.
You get bummed. You get pretty bummed.
And also it is work, you know? It's also work. It's not just that it's a high and addictiveness, but it's also like you actually work with this. Like you actually try to make this something. And when it suddenly just like is pulled out under your feet like that, it's kind of, it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
I think I would have felt that very heavily if it happened with me as well, with my channel right now. If it's suddenly just like completely flattened out and there was like no chance that I could ever like
and then when you see it also like go down, like, what's the point
if it then starts declining?
And then when you think like what's the point, like in this time period I was also going through like a depression and it was like a hard time. The pandemic was a hard time for everyone. But
more for some than others, I would say.
But then when I stopped posting for a long time, I kept like thinking like, what's the point? It's like it's stagnated. It doesn't grow anymore. So what's the point? But then when I think what's the point, then I don't do anything about it, and then that's a self-sabotage. Yeah, because then of course it's going to not get better. When you just give up. So now I'm trying to get faster.
I'm glad you are. It's nice.
And I want to try making reels because I loved making YouTube videos when I did it. It's just like took a long time to edit. That's a lot of work.
It takes so much time.
So much work. It's so impressive. I don't think people know that, how much work it goes into making a video, even if it's just 10 minutes. It's just crazy.
It is a lot of work. It definitely is. And that's also why I think for me, if it was suddenly impossible to grow the channel, if something like changed completely and it would be like the game was changed, the algorithm changed completely and suddenly I didn't know anything about YouTube anymore, it would be really hard because I've actually put like so many hours of my life into it, you know?
And it feels like a waste. In a way, even though it isn't, because you got something from it.
You learned a lot of things, and also of course like the people I have on my channel now, I feel like it's actually enough that I still feel like I know a lot of them, and it feels like I can actually talk to them, which is very nice. So I feel like it's a very good following that I have right now, and it's very nice to just have those people. But still, if it's ever gonna be something that I can live from, I will need more followers. So it's not really about the number in itself, but it's more about like the earnings actually. For me, like actually I want to make this a job, and if I want to make it a job, it has to be bigger.
That's the thing. Sadly.
Which is because I just really love making those videos. So personally I just do it for that. But I need the followers to keep doing it as a job. So it goes hand in hand in a way.
It's teamwork. With the views.
It is. And that is also something that I think is different for you, because I think you don't really need your Instagram to actually sell your work because you have the shop.
That's true. Because I have a physical place.
And I think that's a really good thing, because then you can actually just transition into it being something fun, you know?
I have like a base that can be like the main income, which is the shop. But then of course, like if I want interesting commissions and stuff like that, that's something that I get from Instagram. So people that follow me will just like, this is the person that I want to design my tattoo, a book cover, something like that, and that's always a lot of fun.
Do you like doing commissions more than you like making your
Not
own
more.
things?
No. Not more.
Because I don't think so.
No.
Do you like it? You like it still?
Still, sometimes it's really, really fun.
Yeah.
But
It's a challenge, I can
I've
imagine.
gotten so spoiled.
Yeah.
Because I can paint whatever I want and people will buy it instead of me having to paint something that someone else wants. Yeah. So I'm really spoiled.
Yeah.
It has to be something that I really want to paint as well if I'm really going to enjoy commission.
Yeah. I feel the exact same. Yeah. Like, I feel like I can make videos for other people, but I'm just so much more inspired when I have like the freedom to make whatever I want. Yeah. But I still think it's fun to make commissioned videos once in a while. But if I can like just do my own things, I think I would stick to that.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. But what is like the main drawback, do you think, from like using social media for promoting your art? If you would like look at it from like
the best parts of it.
No, the worst.
But the worst drawback is
Please give me the best part as well. That is good too.
Okay, so I mean, the best part for me, when I started sharing my art on Instagram, was that I got used to showing people my art. Because before that, I didn't show my art.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a nice transition into being more comfortable with your own art.
Yeah.
In a way. Because a lot of people are shy with their art. I mean, it's very personal. So, and you're terrified of critics. And Instagram is a very friendly place.
Yeah, I think so.
I know
not the
that
worst.
YouTube can be a lot worse. And I know that TikTok can be horrible. But Instagram is like mostly friendly people.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a
I think so too.
safe place.
And I watched a video where someone said that actually they get the most like engagement on Instagram from positive things, while on YouTube they get the most engagement from posting like videos about negative things.
Yes.
Like this happened, this was horrible. Like those kind of things get more attention on YouTube.
Yeah.
While on Instagram it's more like I reached this milestone,
And people are like,
I completed this challenge.
Yeah.
You know, that thing will be more
sharing you on.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah. I feel like TikTok is full of trolls.
Yeah. Yeah, neither of us are on TikTok.
But I tried to for a little while.
Me too.
And I had TikTok. And I suddenly realized I'd been sitting on TikTok for 4 hours without doing anything else. And then I realized I can't do this.
No, me neither. I don't have the strength.
That's the thing. I don't have the self-discipline to just stop.
Neither.
That.
But I don't think anyone has.
No. But it's a numbing thing. It's to numb yourself out.
Yeah, it is. And also, I realized that I just don't want to create that type of content.
Yeah. But it's kind of the same as Reels, though.
Yeah, but I don't really care that much about the Reels either.
No, but you started to make some.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just...
It's cool.
Thank you.
It's really cool.
Thank
And
you.
especially since you do videos, you should like make more Reels. Because
Yeah.
you can use like a little tidbits from your videos as well. You don't have to make completely new content.
Yeah, I know. It's just sometimes the technical part of it is a bit tricky because it's very high resolution on the camera things, and also to make it like the
longer.
I haven't really figured it out.
Because it's so wide. That's right.
Yeah, and
They have to zoom in.
and also I haven't exported in a different resolution, and I haven't figured out.
It takes a lot of work.
It is actually a lot of work, and for me it's like a lot of work because I think like not that many people know this, but I'm actually like horrible with technical things.
Me too.
So many of my friends are in shock that I'm actually doing this YouTube because they're just like, I was always this person that almost didn't know how to like maneuver my phone, you know. So I feel like these like technical things that I have to learn are always the biggest challenge. But I think it's fun, but I will never put a lot of energy into that because I think it's just like brain numbing kind of content. And I just want to make content that isn't brain numbing. I want it to be like something
That gives people something.
Yeah.
In a way.
I think when people write to me that they feel very relaxed after watching my videos, or that it helped them with like a bad day or their anxiety or something like that, that's like something that I really...
You can make Reels like that too, though.
Yeah.
Well, I know what you mean.
But then they just scroll past it, like it's 30 seconds of that, and then it's like the next one. And they're in the loop, you know, like you're putting them into this loop that I just like, I don't want to put people into that. Yeah.
People need to put more and more like distractions on the reel.
Yeah.
They put like kinetic sand and like Subway Surfer, the game, just playing in corners just to keep people's attention for long enough to see the whole reel. I feel like that's crazy that we're in that time when people have to like have screaming things to their faces to keep their attention.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But that's the thing. Like the things you make is not for people that wants to have screaming things. So then if people scroll past it, that's not the people you want to watch the reels anyways.
Yeah, that's true. But it's still just, I think my content is a bit slower than the 30 seconds you get.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
But I do it more like to just post things on Instagram, just to keep, like, especially now that I've been very like missing in action on my channel. I feel like I need to keep it going somewhere, and then it's easier to just post something on Instagram.
Yeah, I get that.
But it's like, I think about this a lot as well, from like just being part of this whole thing with YouTube as well. Like, even though I think it's a better platform, and I kind of compare it more to like a TV show, and I don't think TV shows are necessarily bad for you. So in that sense, I feel like YouTube is fine. I can live with being part of that type of social media. But I still feel like, social media is tricky, and sometimes I feel like it's something I struggle with ethically to be part of that. You know, like, do I really want to be a part of this machine? You know, do I really want to help YouTube and TikTok and Instagram capture people's attention so that they can earn more money?
Because you're just a cog in a bigger money machine. Right.
Exactly. And I think I read this book that is very interesting. It's about like algorithms and like it's taking them also, like comparing them to like myths from like ancient Greece, which is it was very interesting. And it's like,
what's it called?
Echo. Yeah, it's in Norwegian.
Okay. But is it not in English?
Not sure. Yeah.
Echo.
Yeah. And it's about this nymph that is called Echo. And how we are like made to always echo each other, and how these social media platforms are kind of playing a game with us, because we know like we like to echo each other, and when we see things, we want to echo it. And it's like, but it's the main thing that I was thinking to say about it was that she said something along the lines of that, like, the most money making thing that we have in our time is our attention. So like the thing everyone wants the most today to make money is attention. And like, if they can capture your attention, they make more money. So this is very different from before, actually, because it hasn't always been like that. That your attention is the thing that gives people money, but now it's actually like your eyeballs are basically what they make money from.
It's crazy.
And something about that is just making me like, ooh, you know, and I don't really want to be a part of that.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Because I know that Instagram affected me very negatively for a while. It was like
in what way?
In a very like, I got very self-conscious. I got very bad anxiety around just posting. Like, still, I get really sweaty when I'm about to post.
I'll hold your hand against there.
But I'm working for it.
Yeah.
It's just like that. You're showing it to someone. Like, it used to be really easy. It used to be fun. Now it's just like that kind of pressure, because it used to be so good. And I can't compare it to that anymore, because it's not that good anymore. And for a while, like when I was losing followers, I got kind of obsessed with checking the statistics every time I posted something.
Yeah.
And I noticed, it's so silly, but I noticed that every time I shared something with me in it, my face, or something personal, emotional, anything that had to do with me and not my art, I lost a lot of followers, and it sort of felt like, okay, people hate me, and I should hate me too.
They just like my art. They don't want me to be a part of it.
I mean, in a way it's good that they like my art, but
strange.
But I'm still like the artist behind the art, and for me, I always love getting to know that artist behind the art. And they like, in any creative setting. The person behind the art is it's fascinating to me. I want to get to know them and I want to be their friend.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
So I've always wanted to share more of me online, but I've gotten signals that that's not what people want. So for a while, when I also just like stopped, I just thought like, people don't want this. People don't want me. So it just felt like a really difficult thing to start posting.
Yeah.
Just like stories with my face in it.
Yeah.
Because I knew that, okay, I'm going to lose 10 followers now. I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and I think that's part of why it's sometimes very tricky.
Yeah, and that's
because you get really affected by it. And also, I think the more followers you have, the more tricky these things become, I think. I guess people with like a very low following feel the same, but it's still like when it's like 2,000 people unfollowing for something you posted instead of just one.
Yeah.
It kind of feels a bit more impactful in a way.
Yeah.
And
it's like it's a crowd just
and
giving you the middle finger, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And you feel more like this isn't one person's just opinion. This is like the opinion of the whole crowd,
the majority.
Yeah. So we feel more like that,
and it feels like, oh, so many people think this, they must be right, because there's so many people thinking the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
So making reels now is something that feels very natural to me, because that's going to be my face.
Yeah.
Sometimes like and people that I watch people's reels, and I watch a girl that gives tips and tricks on how to do reels. She's like, you show your face every time, all the time, show it all the time. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. Well, I don't know how.
I think you should definitely do that.
Thank you.
And I think there's just a transition to be had here.
Yeah, people need to get used to it.
Yeah,
get used to my fucking.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And like I feel like the same happens to me almost every time I post something that is a bit new for the channel. I lose a lot of followers.
Yeah.
And also right now, for example, when I post my recent video, I've lost maybe like 150 followers or something. And it's actually a lot for me, because usually you don't lose that many followers on YouTube generally, unless you do something very like strange. Yeah, but usually you don't really lose that many followers. People just like don't watch your videos, but they still follow you. So, but I think for me, I am pretty sure that is because I haven't posted for like 6 weeks. And when I post, people are like, oh,
reminded that,
who is this person that I probably followed 6 weeks ago? And they're like, I'm not really that interested in this. Why did I follow this? And they just unfollow. And I think that's kind of what happened with you as well, that maybe sometimes when you're just like not posting for a long time and then suddenly you post your face, they're like, who's this?
You know, this girl. Yeah.
And also if you post like your face instead of your art, I think some people are just like, oh, I wasn't that interested in this person. And then they just unfollow. I think if you just keep doing it, then you will have the followers that are interested in both you and your art and like the personal part of it as well, and all of those things. And I think those are the people that you want to keep as well.
Yeah, because honestly, I want to share more personal things like mental health things and stuff like that. But it feels like I need to get a new kind of following that kind of is there for that too.
And they're there for like the long haul.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So I feel more comfortable now sharing things, but it is still like on my way up.
I think you should just stick to it if you want to do those things and just like post whatever you want to post.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes. I just like, I want to transition into this type of content now, and then I just try to ignore whatever reactions I get.
Because it is about you.
Yeah. And
that's the thing, you're doing it for you. I say that to people all the time, you're doing it for you. And I need to remind myself that. Remember, you're doing it for you.
Yeah. But I think like posting personal things can be really scary as well. So it's like, even though you're doing it for you, it might sometimes be, for some people, I think maybe not doing that is also the right thing to do. Like sometimes it's harder to stand like against all the like opinions of people when you post more personal things. Yeah. So I think it's definitely something to like consider
Absolutely.
I'm
I'm not going to get political. I want to use it for good in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think that political scene just gets very heated. People are very opinionated.
Yeah,
when it comes to politics.
very black and white.
And I'm not a debater.
Yeah.
I don't want to argue.
Yeah, but I mean, we are in the sense like that in real life.
Yeah.
But maybe we just don't want to do it in the comment section.
That's true.
I feel like I do that in real life, but not like,
Yeah.
I think we have opinions about things.
I think we do. we do.
Yeah.
But, you know, like just, I don't know if I should. And I had a person try to debate me.
Yeah.
In DMs.
Oh.
Yeah. And I felt like I handled it in a very mature way.
Okay.
I can be mature sometimes too. Yeah. Because she was very heated about an opinion that she had, and in a story I had hinted towards that I had the opposite opinion about something.
Okay.
About not political issue, but an media issue.
Okay.
Like something that is in the media.
Yeah.
And I just said that you're allowed to have your opinion. I'm allowed to have mine. I'm not up for debating, but thank you for reaching out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
And then it kind of ended. And it just felt like, that was good. That felt good.
Yeah.
Because I think that younger me would be like, hi. I'm going to prove you wrong. And now it's just like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I do
Because
that
people
too.
are allowed to have their opinions.
Yeah. I do that too, as long as it's not like racist or homophobic things comment on my videos, then I just delete them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have any place there.
Yeah, luckily it was in my DMs.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Like a comment type thing. So.
Yeah, and that's different also. And you can, of course, like go into the debate if you want to do it, but probably the person is not gonna listen to you, I think.
Yeah. But I remember when I used to post on YouTube, it was a lot more like harsh comment.
Yeah.
It's a lot more opinionated.
It's strange why you like that.
Yeah. Why does it change so much? Like, the only thing that I experience on Instagram that's kind of funny is that I get a lot of foot fetish requests.
Really?
Yes. That's so fun.
Do you have very beautiful feet?
No. No, not at all. But the few times that I post my feet on stories, like if I walk barefoot in the mountains or something like that, I get a DM like that, like,
really?
How much for?
Wow.
For your socks, how much for?
That's interesting. And I think that doesn't happen that much on YouTube.
No.
Because you don't get DMs on
That's
YouTube.
the thing, it's
you
public.
get only comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like, honestly, on YouTube, I also haven't gotten that many negative comments. No. It's generally quite nice.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. But also, I think the majority of the people that follow me are like 60 plus and women, most of them.
Women are lovely.
Yeah, and I think maybe some of those people are just like a bit more mature. They don't have that.
They don't mean to spend hate.
The 60 plus people can be really harsh too. So it's not like they're the angels of the internet.
No.
Not at all. But I think the people following me are just like,
but you just
more mature.
When you give good vibes, it's just like it's good atmosphere.
But I just don't think that helps sometimes. I think like the more followers you get, like even if you have like the best vibes in the world, I think it will just end up being,
because neither of us are very controversial.
No.
We don't do like controversial things.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think actually I've decided for this year that I want to be more myself on YouTube. So I also decided that I'm just gonna be a bit more like I actually am, which is a bit more opinionated, more feisty.
Yeah, you are feisty.
Yeah, because I'm very mellow
And you're sassy.
on my channel,
Yeah.
and like I'm a much more fiery person for sure. So I just feel like it's taken me some time to be comfortable with it, and I don't think it's necessary that we are like that in the beginning. I feel like you have to like get to know yourself a little bit, how you want to like present yourself in a way, like which part of yourself are you going to share the most of, and like I feel like I'm more and more comfortable just being more and more me.
Yes.
But then I'm sure I'm going to get the more negative comments.
Absolutely. I think so.
And I just haven't been ready for that, I think. But I feel like I'm a bit more ready for it now. Like
when you get thicker skin, you know?
Yeah. So I'm going to try to be a bit more myself with that. I'm myself in general on my channel. It's just that I don't show that very feisty part of me, I guess. Yeah.
I like that feisty part of it.
Just hoping maybe also that if we have this podcast, that we also can share some part of ourselves that we maybe don't share in.
Yeah, because this is so natural.
Yeah.
Since it's you and me, like 10 years.
Yeah.
But it feels like, I don't fake it with you.
Yeah, me neither.
Not that I fake it, like, normally either, but it is that kind of, you kind of mellow yourself down. I do the same. It is like, I'm a very goofy person, and I don't think I share that part of me as much on Instagram because it's supposed
maybe on YouTube, but not so much on Instagram.
Because I think like since it's a business profile, since it's supposed to be like my professional artist Instagram, I'm supposed to be that kind of like, I'm a businesswoman. I have an art shop and I do things correctly.
Yeah.
I can't be as goofy, but I want to be more myself too.
Yeah, actually that's something that I'm really passionate about in a way, that we should be allowed to be human and like soft and also feisty and also all those things, and at the same time be professional.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very like male dominated kind of thing we are supposed to be like, and we're kind of adopting this male image of being like very, when we're supposed to be professional. I mean, you're supposed to be very like kept together and like not
straight
emotional in a way
to
be professional. And I think it's definitely not the right thing. I think we also need professional people that have a business that are also human and sharing that they are human.
Yes.
I think it would make the world a better place, honestly.
Yeah. I agree.
But I have a lot of discussions with people about that, actually. Like a lot of my friends as well, like how they do their own like Instagram profiles with their business and everything, and how I am like just like, you know, on YouTube I'm just like a bit more goofy in a way. Like I don't really care that much about being perfect there.
No, because you're not supposed to be perfect.
Yeah, and I really mean that I think it's important to just be human. And even though it's kind of a business, it's also like I want to be a human kind of business. But I have a lot of other friends that are very like, you know, everything has to be perfect, and you know,
that's what I've been stuck in too.
Yeah,
I had no typos, and I go through like my stories 5, 6, 7 times to make it perfect.
Yeah.
And then it feels not genuine because it's so I overthink it, I overanalyze it. And I should just do it in the moment.
Yeah. Just link it to your feminine power. You know, like it just be like
my inner goddess needs to post something on stories. You get like this alter ego.
Oh, yeah, that got really weird really fast. Yeah, but I think we could probably talk about being a female and having your own business.
I think so too. Because I have a lot of stories. Being female. With an art job.
Now I'm really curious.
Yeah, well, we have to save it.
Oh, gosh.
If you want more episodes.
Let us know. This was more like an intro, I think, to our
vibe.
Yeah. We are going on a birthday walk in the mountains. And maybe quite soon.
Actually quite soon.
Yeah.
So we have to end it.
Yeah, we have to end it here.
This has been fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah. Let's do it again. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.